So you guys keep telling me that Zabai is going to save the Geo-Only account. But then riddle me this. If you had an Electro-Only account, would Flynn's have saved the account? If you had Dendro only, would Llama have saved it? These are strong characters who are okay out of their lunar reaction teams, but there's a reason you don't see Llama in a mono Dendro team. Now, yes, this is a Geo-Only account, so beggars really cannot be choosers here, but just bear with me for a moment. For the sake of discussion, let's pretend that Lanyan is Zabai. We would obviously have to run her with Illuga? I don't know if that's how you say it, who I guess I will denote as Bennett, and that leaves us with 2 slots. I imagine Goro would be pretty good there, but then we have 0 sustain. And no, I'm not really counting Goro C4 as a viable source of sustain, so the last slot would probably be someone like Zhongli, and those 2 are characters that we use in any other team that we run. So whereas someone like Navia can use supports like Ningguang on Noblesse Obliged, if I was actually running Noblesse Obliged, because Navia does like attack bonus, Xilonen likes being with Goro and Yunjin, and so I can mostly create 2 unique teams with these characters. But Zabai would be stealing pretty much the best supports for those other 2 teams, and she herself can't be at full potential on this account because Hydro is not allowed. Honestly, I'm more interested in Illuga and whatever he's gonna be doing, as he's probably more centered around support. If Zabai was the only upcoming Geo character, then I'd spend all my primos on her banner. However, right now Xilonen has a banner for 5 more days, and we currently have a C3 Xilonen on here. C4 would be nice, it would give her a damage increase, and C6 is something that I've kind of dreamed about having on this account. I don't think I'll ever get there, but it would be pretty cool. I have been farming a bit on this account. I'm at 14 million Mora. I have a decent amount of character XP, and I recently just started farming kind of random artifact sets just so that I have fodder. So building characters, unlike on all my other accounts, is not an issue here. I think it was like this in the last video, but every single Geo character is level 90. Basically, all the talents are maxed out except for this one, but I can do that. I don't know why I've just been lazy and haven't actually upgraded it. And look, Zabai releases, I'm assuming, alongside Lantern Rite. So theoretically, we'll get some extra pulls during her banner. I know for a fact some of you are going to say this is a giant mistake, Java, you should just wait for the new characters. And maybe, based on the luck of these pulls, you would be right. But just as way back when, I greeded and made a giant blunder, some might call it, on the weapon banner, I think once again, I might greed and try to make Xilonen stronger. I do have 12,000 primogems. That's from doing some random dailies or random events that popped up, and I'm only at 8 pity. The reason I've come to this spot is because some of you may remember, this is where I got the double Xilonen 5-star pull. We might actually be able to get C2. There's no shot. There's actually no shot. So by looking back at that footage, I am putting together the exact team I was using. I was facing this way, and I think it was daytime. And Navia was in the middle of an idle animation when I started wishing. Also, we are going to ignore the Pyroculus that is right there. We don't see that. No, it's not there anymore. Navia, please do the windy idle animation right now. Now. Right? Go. 3, 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. There we go. Okay, we're doing it. And right there. That's it. So, Xilonen, I humbly request if you can... This isn't greedy, I promise. 3 Xilonens in 1 10 pull is all I need. I mean, is that asking... Is that asking so much? This is still the only account that I've ever gotten double 5-stars on, and I have recreated the exact situation. Not that that really matters, but it matters so much, trust me. Here we go. Second 10 pull for 2 Xilonens. Perfect. We get 3 Xilonens on the third 10 pull. Guaranteed. And yes, the new 4-star Geo character is probably going to be on the 5-star Geo characters banner. So I would love the chance of getting some of his copies at the same time as getting Zabai. I genuinely just could not pass on the opportunity to potentially get more Xilonen constellations for this account. Third 10 pull, still purple. Oh, so we're going to get 4 copies of her on the 4th 10 pull? I mean, I don't need 4 copies, but I mean, I guess. There's a certain thing that could happen that I don't even want to think into existence, but like, you know what I'm talking about. We just have to think positive. We just need to think Xilonen thoughts. Think DJing, think roller skates, gaming, go to 4 stars only. Think laying on a tree in the sun. You know, I'm starting to realize Xilonen has so many different hobbies or talents. Maybe, okay, maybe we gotta gas her up a little bit. I mean, gaming, what do you, no, stop it, please stop it. She's basically the best blacksmith in Natlan. I don't know if she's a DJ in the, like, in-game if we've ever seen her DJ, but in her trailer, she was a DJ. She might have done it during one of those summer events. But then she's also the only character in this game who knows how to roller skate, as far as I'm aware. Hey, Chevers, can you maybe dial up Xilonen? Do you have her phone number? Let her know. Yeah, hey, Chevers again. Do you have her phone number this time? Just let her know she is more than welcome to come home right now. Here it is. Boom. That's a gold wish. It's purple. I said so confidently that it was gold. I actually thought it was. I convinced my eyes that it was. Why can't I convince the game? I know that I could also be skipping all the 10 pulls that are purple, but it makes the wishes go faster. And if I'm unlucky, I'd rather not know that instantly. So we're getting towards the end of our primo supply. There's gold. Double. That's greedy. Just Xilonen. Please, Xilonen. Oh, that was scary because I knew that that was not a Xilonen silhouette, but that's a Natlan character, right? Oh. Oh, no. Ah. No. You know what I just remembered from looking back at those Geo-Only recordings? I first lost my 50-50 to a Kaching before I got the double Xilonen, which means I should not have tried to replicate exactly what the setup was for those pulls. Oh, that's painful. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay, you know what? Trust the process. It's fine. We do another 10 pull. See, trust, what did I say? What did I say? Trust the process. I was about to go switch my team up being like, oh, it's not working. We have to change something. But no, last time I got the Kaching and then we saw double Xilonens in like 2 10 pulls after that. So I had to commit. The game was testing me and I passed the test. You love to see it. Absolutely rewarded. And then we proceed to greed when I absolutely shouldn't. And but if that was gold, if it was gold, you wouldn't have called it greedy. You would have said I was a genius. Don't lie to yourself. And this wish is gold. Yeah, it's not. It's Chevers again, which gives me another wish and 1 more pull, which is also blue. But I do have 7 pulls on the standard banner for whatever that's worth. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get the 5-star Geo character on here. Oh, that's right. There isn't one. Hey, Hoyoverse, feel free to put Albedo on the standard banner. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I can't even use his witch buffs, but I would still like to have him on the account. Hey, Candice, can this next wish be something cool? No. Wait. Yes, it technically can, which is proof that the game is listening to me. Therefore, we do 1 more pull. Okay, I had to try. I mean, I'm this deep. I had to try. So, Gaming C3, 4 stars only is crying. Yansan C1, Chevers is now C4, Chi-Chi C1, but most importantly, Xilonen is C4. I meant to do a damage test before I did that. Oh, actually, we're okay. Because I did record a small damage test. I didn't plan on using it in any video. It was just for me to compare some stuff between different numbers. But at least I have that now for reference in this. And that was using this team. It was by no means a perfect rotation. I was just trying to see generally what Xilonen was hitting. And as we can see by the damage, the initial hit is about 89,000, then 50,000s. And it stays around the 47,000 to 50,000, occasional 60,000s in there. I did not use her burst in that footage, but I think I know what it was hitting for. First things first, I just need to get my energy and then reset. Also, I should probably point out one of the reasons why I want C6 Xilonen is for overworld near infinite roller skating. That just sounds fun. But then I'm also fairly certain that she gets this heal where I don't need other elements in the party for it to work. And right now she is not able to heal on this account. That would mean I don't really need any form of sustain on her team if she's with Goro. So that'd be really good to have. I'm just gonna set up this stuff and then start roller skating and we'll see what we're doing here. It seems like those hits were a bit higher. Obviously on the C4, it only triggers 6 times. All right, so here we are in playback mode. So as we can see, I set everything up and then Xilonen initial hit was 89,000, so that one doesn't change. And then the first kick was 66,000, 66,000 again, 69,000, haha, funny number. And then 79,000 on a kick, 64,000, and then they start going back to what they normally are. Okay, so I went ahead and compiled all the numbers from those 2 damage tests. On the left, we can see the numbers before the C4, and on the right is after C4. If there's a black background, that's where the numbers are the same between the 2 tests, and the white background is where the numbers are different because of the constellation. Now, the constellation does say that there are 6 instances of it. In that test, I only got 5 of them, so maybe I just need to do the rotation a little faster, or there was a different hit that got counted towards it. But overall, you can see there's a pretty sizable difference. And when we compare just the hits that were buffed, it's an increase of about 40.45%, meaning those buffed hits go from dealing 247,000 in total to dealing 347,000. Over 100,000 more damage. I think that's pretty good. Also, I did mention how I didn't have footage of her using her burst, but that doesn't matter because the constellation does not affect the burst. So logically, we have to test this in the Spiral Abyss. I still don't expect this to be able to clear floor 12. In fact, I'd be shocked if it even came close. And we do still have a problem. That problem is, I really want C6 Xilonen. That would just be so nice. Also, there's 41 enemies, so yeah, this ain't gonna happen. But we will be doing more damage now with the first few hits of Xilonen's skill every time that we use it. Our burst hits for over 100,000. I don't know if I should really be using Zhongli's burst, but I'm still using it anyways. Also, this isn't going as poorly as I thought it would. And everybody gets their stuff off cooldown. All right, please just die. I don't want to waste anything on you. Thank you very much. Let's go for this to freeze you all in place. And then we'll hit you with that. We'll hit you with these skates. I was about to call them ice skates simply because these enemies are cryo and I'm skating. And it confused my brain. This is where everything starts to fall apart because the enemies don't stay grouped up and they put up their cryo shields and they affect me with cryo, which means my attacks are much slower. That's the worst part of it all. Every animation becomes so sluggish. Oh, I hate it. Just let me move quick again, please. I am begging you. Let me move at normal speed. That's just way too many enemies. They just keep spawning. Guess who lost the 3 stars before even getting off of the first half? Is me, spoiler alert. And we're still not done because after this, I think it's one of the robots. Yup. Very cool. I don't like this. This is not good. Very bad for Geo-Only and everything that it cares about. Look, I finished the first half with 2 stars left and over 5 minutes. That's massively disappointing, but very much to be expected. Also, how do I not let this take forever? Do I have to be using Night Soul stuff? I mean, Kachina's here. She just still does nothing to it, and I just can't apply elements fast enough. I do have Ningguang on Noblesse plus Prototype Amber. Full support build. Oh, we've lost our 2 stars. Good. I didn't want them anyways. And then the second one's gonna spawn in, and we have to wait for it to go through this phase again. Fun. This is my definition of fun. I'm not even gonna get 1 star. Oh, you're still going. Okay, that's cool. Any day now. There you go. I was hoping I could use the excuse of Navia wasn't on the Stonehorn Red Threat. I can never say that weapon's name. But unfortunately, she is on it. So there is my 0 star clear. Maybe as I stack the cards, I'll be able to get 1 star. 7 enemies. 7 seems a bit more manageable than 41. Let's see. Our kicks are hitting decently hard. First 3 are done. Let's throw in a burst just for the heck of it. These we do have to try and take out at the same time. So let's go for a petrification. That's not taking them out at the same time. No, don't kick the purple. Oh, you kicked the purple one. No. Let's just restart. This time we do kick the purple one. Hopefully. Purple one. Okay. Now both. Wait. You know what? Let's go for the freeze or petrification, whatever. All right. That one's done. This one's done. Big robot man is here. Honestly, not too worried about that. And then flying robot. Can I still petrify you? I think so. Yeah, I can. Okay. So we finished with 8 minutes and 15 seconds. It's not the worst. This side is well, Kachina's here. Why does that matter, you ask? Well, it really doesn't. But she is on the Scroll of Cinder City set. Or, is the Scroll or the other one? Whichever one means that crystallization equals buffs for the team. She's on that one. I have a feeling a character is randomly going to get absolutely deleted here. Nobody has a ton of EM, so these crystallization shields aren't going to be doing too much for us. This is the one time where Zabai could be decent on this account. One of them's down, and I still had 3 stars when it went down. That's crazy. All right, refresh all the buffs. Get another burst going for Navia. Switch off for Noblesse, set up the screen, run through it, and boom. I couldn't see what number that was. Thanks to our Ningguang, survivability's not too bad, and I actually do get 2 stars. I have a bad feeling I'm not going to be able to clear this chamber. I mean, I guess attack, it doesn't help Xilonen. Whoa, that's a big boy. Oh, yeah, I can't even clear this. You need Pyro. Guess what element I don't have on the Geo-Only account? You'll never guess. It rhymes with Spyro, and you just get rid of the S. It's kind of funny. Albedo's flowers now with the witch buffs don't get destroyed from bosses, but the Geo Archon stuff still does. Oh, why would you do that? I purposely ran away from it so I could put down his pillar, and then it flew exactly where I was placing it. We call that disrespectful. All right, this time, put it even further. Yeah, this is definitely going to be worse than the first chamber. But I guess this gives me a good time to point out another reason why Zabai might not be so good for the account. We all know that when she's on the banners, they're going to do something in the Spiral Abyss to make you want to pull for her, right? I imagine there's going to be a new boss that you want to use Lunar Crystallize against. But because they also want you to pull for Columbina, it's not going to be a boss that is naturally applied with Hydro, meaning you're going to need Hydro on the team anyways to proc the Lunar Crystallization. Like, yes, Zabai does a little bit by herself. Look, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, so just keep this between you and me, okay? Right now, I have access to the Creator Experience server for version 6.3. Why did I not hold your skill? So I got to do a couple tests with Zabai, and as you can see, I then logged into this account to pull for more Xilonen constellations. Believe it or not, she was not designed with a mono Geo account in mind. I know that might be kind of hard to believe. She seems great for Lunar Crystallize, though. And I mean, it wasn't a very difficult prediction, but it's just like I said in I think the last Geo-Only video. I knew eventually they were probably going to make some Lunar Crystallization reaction, and you wouldn't be able to do it without mixing in other elements. Because ever since I created this account, I think every single Geo character released has in some way tried to incentivize you to mix in other elements and not go mono Geo. So I did see some comments along the lines of, Java, I can't believe you actually predicted Lunar Crystallization. I mean, it was kind of obvious, wasn't it? Now, I didn't think it was going to be limited to just Hydro reactions. We can see on this account now how much of an issue Navia can have, and she can crystallize with anything. So again, if I have Primos, I will definitely try to pull for Zabai. And also, I really hope that I'm pronouncing her name correctly, otherwise that's going to be really annoying. Oh, I finally beat it. I wasn't even looking at the health bar anymore because of how slow it was moving. Oh, wait, this is actually good for Geo. Kinda, sorta. Is this the plunging one? Yeah. So Xilonen would be better here, but Navia can do some stuff. Oh, we don't need a main damage dealer. Main DPS support Ning Wang. Here we go. I actually might have maybe just been able to beat it in time. Not that it really matters because we get nothing for it. And there it is. We have timed out. So I would love to say that when Zabai gets released, maybe they'll favor Geo in the Abyss, which to some extent they will. But I think there's going to be an enemy in there that they want you to use a Lunar Crystallization against, and they're going to expect you to pair her with Columbina, or at least Hydro characters, meaning we are probably still not going to be able to beat it during that rotation. To make myself feel better about this account, let's go beat up Child. Zhongli Pillar, up. I'm not going to waste your burst because there's not much point. I'm going to waste that. Let's just use this skill. Okay. 3 kicks. And what about this one? 3, 4, 5 kicks. Once again, Pillar, burst into burst. Where'd you go? Come here. Come here. Stop running away. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 5-ish kicks. I beat it fast enough where I still don't have 30 resin yet. Okay, there we go. Ooh, Dream Solvent. Something I was thinking about doing on this account was trying to refine these weapons. But in order to do that, I have to craft more of them. And I don't have any of the blueprints that I need for that. And I was out of Dream Solvent. So now technically I could craft 1. I'm not so sure that it's worth it yet. Is it bad that my Xilonen is a higher constellation than all 3 of these 4 stars? Ning Wang's at C0. She has never gotten to do anything on any of my accounts. To be fair, I don't think even at C6 I would really use her all that differently, but it'd still be nice to have it. While we're at it, let's go take on the Knave as well. This will be a little harder than the Child fight, especially since we really don't have much access to healing. But first phase is defeated. Now we get ready to immediately dodge. Ooh. Beautiful. I'll put up the pillar just for the heck of it, and then we keep kicking away. Not too bad. And I do get 3 drops. Let me also not procrastinate with this. Oh, I see why I was procrastinating. I need Spectre drops. All right, well, I will also go ahead and get Kachina's burst right up to level 8. Then it's off to see the Specters. Oh, yeah, I forgot some of them are Geo, which means they're immune to Geo. Not exactly great for this team. Oh, I farmed just enough. All right, Chiori, your burst gets put to level 10. But no need to stop there. I'll put Zhongli's burst at level 9. Ito's normal attack and skill could both be leveled up, and the domain is open today. I've never been a huge fan of this domain personally. Even though the enemies are easy to defeat, they stagger the spawns, and they spawn all over the place. So you really can't complete it super quickly. Now, the normal attack can be brought to level 9, and I am at a resin at this point, and I only have 1 Dream Solvent. So I'll have to wait till I can farm this boss again to get 2 of these drops, but that would be about the end of our leveling endeavors. Leaving, of course, vertical investment. Can I still get the rewards for doing this? I think it expires in like a couple hours or a day. This doesn't look good for Geo. This also doesn't look good for Geo. And this one should be okay. I'm gonna go. Just hard difficulty, because that'll get me the primogems. Can I just brute force this? Oh, right, they start you with no bursts. I always forget about that. Oh, he's got some big resistances. Okay, I destroyed one. That's gonna explode. Oh, I had a shield. I didn't expect I'd be able to destroy them, so I probably could have done it if I started targeting them right from the start. But now we have all of our bursts available. Oh, get destroyed. I'm really not bringing any support here because unlike in the Spiral Abyss, I don't have to continue after I fight this boss. Wait, no land, please. Can I like shoot you down? Kind of. Wait, what about Chiori? We'll just get the doll doing stuff. Does it do, it does do stuff, right? Yeah, okay, slowly. That's not ideal, but it really doesn't matter. Then we have this guy. Can I plunge it? No. Here are the plunges. Oh. That was easy. Then I leave. Then I go back in and I claim my primogems. Well, Yoverse, I'm gonna make a terrible decision, but this is up to you. I'm currently at 16 pity. If you give me a Xilonen in these pulls, I will spend to get the C6. I'm very confident you're not gonna give me this constellation here, but there's a little incentive if you want some money. All right, we have one pull left, and it's a blue. My prediction is we're probably not going to see a Xilonen rerun again until maybe November, and that pains me because I want C6. After quite a while with debating by myself, we can see this account was started on December 17th, 2023. That means we missed its 2-year birthday anniversary. I think a great way to celebrate the anniversary of this account would be to do a bunch of pulls for C6 Xilonen. Am I just using that as kind of an excuse? Maybe, but I'll never say. And if I were to spend to get some primos, we do get the bonus primos as well. Now, this could still end in complete devastation, but to celebrate our 2 years of Geo-Only, let's see if we can get that C6 Xilonen. I'm debating whether or not I should switch back to the other team, but I think Xilonen is gonna want to see this. So right now, I believe we are around 20 pity. First 10 pull is a purple. Again, I'm not gonna skip these, even though I could. I'm not in any hurry. This should then be around 40 pity. Not gold yet. I mean, that's not really a surprising thing, but when you're trying to get 2 constellations in around 80 pulls, you kind of would have to hope for some early pity. Let's go to around 50 pity. Oh, come on, I thought it was gonna be gold. It had that feeling of gold to it. Come on, right here, around 60 pity. This would be a nice slightly early or not, though I guess it really doesn't matter. We only need 2 pulls to get both of the Xilonen constellations. There's a decent chance this one could be gold. Wow, it's not. So we're pretty much going to hard pity for this. Well, not like the 90 pity, but at least up to 80 pity. Do I have max constellation Neon Sun yet? No. Would have been nice for extra star glitter. This one should pretty much be guaranteed to be gold. There it is. Now, it could be a double stringless. That's cool. I just felt my heart like stop for a second because I remembered we have to win a 50-50. Okay, that scared me. Come on, Xilonen. Come on, Xilonen. This account is so unlucky when it comes to winning 50-50s. Why? Genuinely, why? The previous times when we lose the 50-50, we then get an early 5-star. I'm hoping that happens again. Gaming, you have to be C6 by now. Nope, he still isn't. This might be ending in that devastation I was referring to. Oh boy. Lots of Chever's constellations in this one. 3 4-stars, and she is C6. Grab another wish, and I can't do a 10 pull. All right, we're down to single pulls. It always starts out so fun when you have a ton of primos to spend, and then by the end, it's just a very sad experience. Last pull, unless it's a 4-star, it isn't. That is the worst 2-year celebration reward I could have possibly hoped for. Though, you know, I do have a ton of characters that I can get free acquaint fates from. Maybe I can do that, get a 4-star, get star glitter, and then pull again. As if that one extra pull is gonna be enough to get 2 constellations. I just need to grab some regional Sumeru specialties because that's the only stuff that I don't have. Everybody now is at least level 20, and I have 12 acquaint fates. We're looking for 4-stars or duplicate 5-stars. Let's just do a 10 pull, 4-star. Okay, so it's gonna be a pull of 10 4-stars. Thank you. 9 4-stars, 8 4, 7 4-stars, 6 5 4. It's gonna be 1, isn't it? There is. Oh, fantastic. Okay, well, there's a star glitter. It's another purple. Give me Chevrolet so I get another pull. Thank you. Turn that right back in. And blue. That's not how I wanted this to go. I tried my best. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait for, hopefully, another Xilonen rerun. But for now, I cannot convince myself to spend more than that. With that being said, though, I hope you guys did enjoy. And as always, I shall see you all next time.